There is a door we all come to, one that protects the facts and truths that hold our reality together from that which floats beyond reason and sanity. Once we walk through that door, nothing is ever the same. We can become lost in the abyss of man's imagination, wandering down the long hall into the kind of madness that is dangerously pervasive, infected with a delirium most foul and contagious until we are all unable to navigate our way back to what is real. It is here where we find absurd conspiracies. The cycle of a human life. We are born, we live, we grow old, and we die. During this time, we learn and interact with others. Some build a family. Others find life and love and companionship amongst a world of possible human interactions. This is the way it is for the human being. Or is it? Many believers around the world think that we live multiple lives as multiple people in an endless cycle, living and living again throughout time. Reincarnation has long been a held belief by Hindu cultures, and even Plato himself spoke of reincarnation around 500 BCE. Yet many question where the notion of returning again came from, and some have come to an interesting source for this concept. The idea that we know somewhere inside of us that this has all happened before. That there is a core personality, or soul, if you will, for each of us, but it has slipped into new frames over and over, and because of this, they believe that most of the time, we are not ourselves.
We are not ourselves is a strange way to put it, but it is close enough. The idea that we live multiple lives has literally no support of any kind, yet it has persisted. As if we have some vague knowledge of this that pokes at one's mind, eh? We here at the Hampton Institute of Advanced Theory are working on this and have published recently a paper that is called Recycling, the Echoes of an Ancient Simulation. And we hypothesize that these notions come from the fact that there is not one simulated reality, but multitudes of them, and for multitudes of reasons.
Some say that the reason for these multitudes of simulations could be that there is ongoing research, and that we, the artificial human entities, core code is reused again and again, and using different parameters to gauge potential outcomes.
Basically, all research is done this way, using sets of numbers and parameters and then a control group. Once the trial is over, we then look to repeat the results. Some changes can happen, some certain factors, to see if the results can be achieved by more than one pathway. If this is what is happening to us, I hope it's not for some erectile dysfunction drug or a trial for hair loss. I hope it's something important. But I would bet on the dick drug.
Yet in this case, believers say that because the research is being done on the same entity over and over, so each time there is a reboot, fragments of bits and bytes of codes are left in us from past lives.
If we were to say that there was a study being done and that everyone we know on Earth is in it, the only way that could work would be inside a supercomputer as artificial human entities. And if that was the case, the past could not even exist. The research could have really just started 5 minutes ago. All the while, they use us to test something stupid and pointless that's most likely to be used for, to enhance sex or reduce anxiety, but probably sex.
Supporters of this idea say that the reasons could be as simple as asking a supercomputer to project what might happen in our world. They claim that the AI would not even really know that we are aware. Our consciousness is just a byproduct. Their notion does answer one of the biggest questions about the simulation theory. If reality is a simulation, then what is it a simulation of? Their answer is simple. This simulation is an exact replica of the researchers' actual base reality. With so many people claiming that they have had past lives experiences and tens of millions of people vested in the idea of reincarnation, believers of this theory feel certain that this could be the truth. But there is a downside. They live in fear of the day the simulation might end, when the research might be over. For when that is over, no one knows what will happen to us. Perhaps we will be erased, or maybe we will be left in the system to live as we choose, with no chance of a do-over, with no chance of a reboot. And like those base reality humans we are copies of, only having one life to live.